Hi, Backgammon fans. This is Mochy. Recently, I played Japan Open, and I was very fortunate to be in the final. My opponent is Matsuura. He's pretty young. He's probably like 25 years old, coming up youngster. And I'm on the left with the pink shirts. He's on the right on the gray shirts. The final, we have the same result. My record was 8 win, 1 loss. His record was 8 win, 1 loss. Since this is a double elimination, the loser of this loser of this match will be eliminated. So this is a very final match. The winner of the match will be the champion of Japan Open. We are playing on beautifully designed P40 board just for Japan Open. So here we go. I'm on the bottom. He started with 2-1. He's thrown to the 5. It's very usual. Now 6-5. Great shot. Escape the backman. Now he's gonna roll 6-4. 6 cover, of course, and 4 split to cover the outfield. 6-2. Okay, so this is my first choice. I could hit on the 5 point or I could run. And the best play here is running to the 16 because I'm up in the race and he has better board and hitting will leave so many return shots. So that's why running is a better play. I will be up 6 pips. And if I hit him, he has so many return shots. And 4 is duplicated as well. 6-1, he missed. He's gonna make the bar point, of course. Now 2-1. Well, usually, if your opponent is on the 20 point, the 5 point, you want to hit loose like this. But in this case, it's too much. His board is way strong, and this is so many return shots. So I gotta play, safe. I mean, race is pretty close too. I'm slightly ahead. 6-3. He's gonna stay on the 20 because he's waiting for the shot. He has, much stronger board. He's not afraid. He just, trying to get some shot. Race is so close too. 5-1. Again, he's gonna make a point. He's gonna stay back on the 20. Yeah, he would play 8-3, 4-3. (6-1). Oh, it cocked. That would be a great shot. 6-4 is still a nice roll. You make a deuce point. New point, no blots, up in the race. So far, so good. Now he has a difficult choice here. Okay, so he makes the board with 4-1. Yeah, this is reasonable. Actually, the best play. My personal preference would be keep the guy split because it gains more shot. But since race is closer and I have a stronger board, so his choice also makes sense, and apparently it's the best play. But I expect the difference will be very small. 6-4. Now he's considering running play because he's slightly up in the race, and he could see the future that I'm gonna make my own board, and he will have, harder time to escape those backmen. However, I believe this is still premature. Oh, okay. Extreme Gammon thinks that this is okay to run here. Well, if you're gonna stay back, making a deuce point is slightly better according to the bot, but it's like very, very small. I am still up 4 pips. 6-5 is okay. I increase my racing lead to 15. Another 6-4 by him. This time I will keep the anchor because, well, my board is still, well, I'm not sure actually. But it makes more sense to stay back because if you stay back one or before, why not now? You have more builders to make a board and the race lead is actually increased. Oh, no. I don't like this play. I don't like this play. It gives me many good numbers like 4-2, 4-5, double 2 and double 4, double ace. I don't see the reason for it. Yeah, it was a small mistake by him. 6-5, I completely missed, but it's a big number, so I don't mind it. 6 and 5, yep. So now I'm up 6 pips. He either needs, yeah, he has some bad numbers. If you're like a 6-1, 5-1, 4-1, he will leave the more shots, or roll like double 4, leave another shot. But most rolls he will save both bloods. And he's down in the range. I think he's just counting the pip. Of course, you know, on the computer screen you can see the pip count, but over the board you have to count by yourself. We both have 18 minutes to play with 12 seconds delay. That means as long as you make a move within 12 seconds, your global timer, which is 18 minutes, will not be decreased. So now 6-4, another big number. So my lead is now 13 pips. However, his roll 2-3. So in the pure race, if you're up, let's say 9% or 8%, you can make an initial double. Actually, initial double with 8% and redouble with 9%. Here I have like 8% lead, but there's a small contact, so I decided not to double. 3-1 is pretty much, you know, second worst roll. 2-1 is the worst because it's a race. 6-2, yeah, he has to keep the 14. Yeah, it's a nice shape. 6-1 is not good. I wanted to break the contact. I wanted to release the midpoint, but I can't. Six-4. Well, race is so close. So now he has to release the 14. Because if he keeps the 14, then he has to play inside, which causes some wastage in the pure race. He doesn't need it. Yeah, that's a good play. So I'm up 1 pip. That's not enough to double. 6-5 is a great shot. 6-5. I was considering to double when he was small, like really small, like 2-1. Other than that, I would, 4-1 is not small enough. Now I have like 10% lead. However, I have a small wastage on the deuce point. I didn't like the third checkers on deuce point. I also have 2 extra crossovers. I have 3 guys on the outfield. He has only 1 guy on the outfield. So it throws down my bear off. That's why I did not double. However, well, computer says it's a small double, but I don't mind it. I don't care so much. And I consider I'm a stronger player, so I don't want to, double in a pure race. I don't want to double prematurely. Anyway, so I was thinking, burning some more time. I spent already like 1.5 minutes. 61. It's, well, in the race, 8 pip is the average and 61 is below average. And I can only one guy in. I mean, I have to put another guy on the deuce point. That's, oh, double 5. Now he's up in the race, so of course I don't double. I need to roll something big to catch him up, which I don't. 3-1. What's going on here? So he's up 2 pips. Okay, he's almost now another double 5. Yeah, unless I roll something good, he will double me out. And I did. Okay. Yeah, double 5. Now race is back to 2 pips, and my double 5 is way more effective than his double 5. But his double 1 is very good too. He gets rid of those wastage on the ace point. Now what's going on here? 6-5. All right, good shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. If he doesn't miss anything. He is a small favorite. Actually, it's a borderline double. Wow. That's funny because he's down 5 pips, but he's still a big favorite, a favorite enough to make a double. Because I have so many wastage and I have more checkers to bearing off. He has 8 checkers left. I have like 10 checkers left. Okay, 3-1. He decided not to double. I would play 6-5, filling the gap on the 5. The computer thinks the gap on the deuce is more important. 6-2, great shot. 6-2, 6-2. Okay, now without a miss, I would take off with 4 rolls. He would take off with 3 rolls. And he's not likely to miss. So actually, yeah, well, he's likely to miss once, but probably not one. Yeah, probably not twice, I'm not sure. 2-1, okay. That's the smallest number. 6-5, great shot. 64. So basically, situation like this, my rule is this. If my opponent is 10 pips or less, and he doubles, and I have 4 checkers left, all of them on the ace point, then it's a double pass. Okay, this situation, he is exactly 10 pips. So if I have everything on the ace point, it's still a pass. However, his 10 pips is not as effective as usual 10 pips because he has 2 checkers on the same point. So that is complex. I mean, if he has 3 checkers in a different point, let's say 2 point and 3 point and 5 point, this must be a big pass. However, it's the same point. It's caused some wastage, so I wasn't sure. But on the other hand, I didn't have all 4 checkers on the same ace point. I need to roll double 3 or more to take them off. So I decided to drop, and it was a big drop. So 1-0, it's to 9 point. Still a long time to go. Five, 2, split and down. Double sixes in the second roll is always good roll. Very nice. So now he escaped the backman. He's up in the race. Everything went very well with double sixes. Well, so I also wrote double sixes. I catch up on race. Yeah, I played safe. That's fine. Now 5-2. This is a difficult one. He could release 18, but he's not up in the race, so maybe he doesn't need to do that. Or he could play 13-8-6-4, slotting the 4 point because I have 2 blocks inside. That's reasonable. Or he could play 2 down. Yeah, he will give me an ace shot. However, I have 2 blocks, so who cares? Apparently, computer thinks all those plays are pretty close. Except 13-6, which is the safest, but it looks like done. Yeah, so he chose light play. One of the light plays, anyway. 4-2. So I stepped up and make a 4 point, thinking that I am up in the race, and he's gonna make the 5 point or 4 point, so I'd like to step up and go for the race. But computer actually thinks that I have to make both inside points. Yeah. It was vital to cover the blot on the deuce point, and I can escape later. And 5-3 is a bad sequence. Although race is, pretty close, he has all the advantages. Now he has 4 builders coming onto the 5 point. He has an anchor. Race is close. I have 2 blocks inside. Everything is good for him. So this is a double. And still it's a take because he only have a 2 point board. And I have race lead, small, plus. So if I could escape, the race is pretty much even. He doesn't always pointing on me. So I quickly took it. Five, 3. When he double and it's apparently take, I try not to spend too much time on it, because if I take quickly, it might cause him some doubt about doubling. I hope free. I don't know what he thought about it. But this is my usual, psychological technique. I don't know if it's working, but seems no downside anyway. Okay, hero 3-5. He's gonna make a 5, and he is a 5 to play. He could play 11-6, playing completely safe, or he could attack me on the ace point. He should attack on the ace point because I have a blot and he has 13 checkers to attack me. So he should have gone to the blitz. And the resulting position is very ugly too. Now 6-5. He had like a similar dilemma here. He could play 18-7. Play safe and depending on the prime, or he gotta go to the ace point and go for a blitz mode. He should go to blitz mode because he has 13 checkers to blitz. That's a lot of checkers to play with. Now what he did give me a good 6, right, or a good 3 to make the 3 point. Now double 4 is fine too. And this double 4 is a great number. I mean, I gained 16 pips and I strengthened my board, so he is under big pressure to contain my backman. Boom! I rolled 3-6. That's a great shot. Now, okay. So what's going on? I am up 16 pips. I have 3 to cover, 10 to cover, 12 to cover. So how many covers do I have? It's a big decision too. I have 3 to 14, 16, 17. I think I have like a 19 numbers to cover the 3 point. Plus, I have 2-5 to make the ace point. And if I roll an ace, like say I roll a 4-1 or 6-1, I can always hide the blot by playing 3-2. And if I cover the 3-point, it's pretty much over. So the double is mandatory, it's no-brainer. And from his point of view, it's very difficult. First of all, I missed the number, then he has to roll a 3 to get back into the game. Even after all that happening, it's not decided because he only have a 3-point board. I can just enter and the game might continue. So this is actually a big pass. But I think he was kind of nervous. Maybe he wasn't normal. He started to think about this. Yeah, but this is you know, first big final for him, and yeah, he's against me as well. He was kind of nervous. That's my, you know, assumption. I don't know. I don't know why he took this. He's usually a good player, but anyway. So I missed the 6-2, almost like worst number. But there's no choice but play 15-9-6-4. I could play 3-1 like this, but then with my 6, I gotta play 15-9 anyway. Then I leave any ace plus 3-6, which is 13 numbers. If I play aggressively 15-9-6-4, that leaves 13 numbers anyway. So if the number of shots is the same, why don't you, you know, gain more numbers to cover? So 15-9-6-4 is the best play. I was very cautious of this play. I spent a good amount of time here because this is a 4 cube and it's potentially I could win gammon. If you look at the numbers on the right bottom side, I could win 9% gammon and he could win 7% gammon. So this is no joke, you know. This could decide the match outcome. So obviously I was very cautious, and you know, I spent a good time considering all the options. But this is the best play. 3-5. I was so sad inside, you know. I was like, how come he takes such a bad cube and he was rewarded? But this is backgammon, obviously. And now I'm aiming 4-1, 4-5, 2-1, 2-5, 1-5. I have to hit, otherwise. Or double 4. This is great shot. First of all, I come in to the 4-point, and I gain 16 pips. So the race is even. Or actually, race, I'm up 10 pips after the double 4. Yeah. So basically, it was a cube saver. Now he cannot double because he's down 10 pips. And he doesn't have many numbers to make a point on the 4-point. 6-2. Well, he has no choice but hit on the 4-point. He is still down in the race. So he needs to, you know, make a 4-point. I mean, he could potentially play something like 17-11, 7-5, sort of safer play, but that allow me to escape with 5 and 6, and I'm gonna hit him with 5-1, 5-2, and 6-1 anyway. Plus double 5, double 6 is such a super joker, and even if I don't escape with small numbers, then so what? He's not guaranteed to make the 4-point in the next go. So he has to take the courage and go for it. He has to hit loose on the 4-point. But again, this is a 4 cube, and he has to be very cautious too. So he is using his time, and he's probably counting the race, and he's probably, you know, weighing the options. He could also play 17-15 and 7-1, but this is, I mean, this is a little bit safer, and this is like a little bit goalkeeper in the back in case I roll 6 or 5. But the blot on the ace point is so bad. So this is the best play by far, and he chose the best play. Now I really need to roll a 4, and I didn't. So inside, I know this is gonna be a big pass, but I have to pretend there will be a best play. Otherwise, he will see, oh, you know, this is just a big pass because Mochy plays reluctantly. So no matter what, it's a pass. But I chose to pretend a little, seconds or so to find the best play, so that gives him some pressure. He was thinking it could be a take, it could be even a no double. Well, this is a 8 cube, so if he doubles and I drop, it's gonna be 5-0. And if I take, I have to redouble to 16. So this will be a game decider. So I have to compare the winning chance of this position and winning chance after dropping the cube, which is 5-0. And from 5-0, my winning chance would be, let me see. Yeah, my winning chance after being 0-5 would be around 21%, assuming we are equally skilled, which is not the case, but I don't want to overestimate my, my advantage anyway. But so let's go with the 21%. So I have to compare if I have a 21% here. If I have 21% here, I have to take the cube and redouble to 16 so that I am, better equity. But I don't think I have 21%. Apparently, I have only 15%. So this is a big drop. But Matsuura-san probably doesn't know those numbers in his hand. So he's trying to figure out in his head if this is a take or pass, if this is a double or not. And this is, once again, is a big decision. It could be the match decider, especially if I decide to take the cube. So, by the way, do you see he put his right hand on the berry? He was very nervous, but now finally he decided, and it was the right decision. I have to drop the cube. This is hopeless. I was very, very sad, to say the least. Yeah, look at my face. I wasn't happy about that. Well, I did my best, and I make him take the bad 4 cube, but he was rewarded and wins 4 cube. This is backgammon. 6-3. 6-5, double hit. So before he rolls the dice, I decided that if he dances, I'm gonna double because I'm down 0-5. He's 2 on the bar. There's a good chance he's gonna drop the cube. I knew it's. I thought it was Ari. It wasn't Ari actually. It was a right double, but it was a bluff double in my mind. I wanted him to drop this cube. And people drop it. I mean, because it's scary. He is up 5-0. He just won a 4 cube. So why don't you enjoy your lead by dropping the cube a little bit more, you know? Well, anyway, so it works pretty much. And now I have very difficult 4-5 to play. I could make a 3-point. I could make a deuce point. Or I could hit on the 15. I wasn't know. I I didn't know what to do. Yeah, after hindsight, after looking at the Extreme Gammon, the best play was 24-15. Probably because I don't have enough builders to complete the blitz anyway. So just getting a salt checkers back and escaped one backman of myself. And I could slowly go for the blitz. So I have some backup plan too. This is like a full blitz mode. So if it backs up, I have 2 backmen still there. I may not gain the salt checkers. So this is too much. I don't have enough materials to go for it. This is very funny because some of the viewers believe that he's 16 years old. Yeah, I mean, he looks young, but he's not that young. He's 25, I think. He is a member of summer camp. This is called Under 25 Summer Camp. And I and Michi holding a summer camp every year for the age group of below 25. We rent a summer house and play backgammon for 3-4 days. 5-3. It's okay. 6-2. I have to hit. He danced very bad. Now 5-1. Everything going so well. He really needs to enter quickly. 2-5. It's actually a great shot. He probably wants to roll a deuce rather than 4. Now this is another difficult play for me. I could hit loose on the deuce point, preventing him from making anchors there, or I just make a 4 point, which is always nice blind. And I decided to make a 4 and a split to put some pressure on it. But the best play is hit loose on the deuce point. I have to stop him making a deuce point anchor. I did not know. I wasn't good enough to figure out. But now I do. Yeah, probably if he rolls the deuce, he has a game until the end. So I had to hit and stop that. I already have like 11 checkers in the zone. And so it's worth it. I have enough material to go for a deuce point. This is too passive. Yeah, this 3-5 is fine, but my point is if he rolls the deuce here, he has a game. Double ace, great shot. 8-7 is the must. I'm thinking about the last ace. So I have 4 and 5 to make the 3 point. So I really don't want to go to the 20 because now I'm duplicating my 5. So I was thinking about 20 to 21 just because I keep my 6 good. But the best play was just playing 7-6. I missed it. By playing 7-6, I have 3 and 5 to make the 3 point and 6 to hit. With this, my 6 is not good. And I also have a bad double 3, which I just rolled. I mean, fast double 3 is fine, but if I keep rolling double 3, then I might crunch my board. Okay, so the only play is, yes, this one. I have 3 builders on the 3 point. I could also switch from 6 point to 3 point, then I have less builders to make a point. By the way, back of my head, I also thought about winning backgammon. I mean, gammon win is almost guaranteed, and backgammon could happen if I close him out with 3 backmen, then I have probably like 8% winning backgammon chance, and which is huge. So I was thinking about that too. 4-3, I wanted to hit on the 3, but I couldn't because there's no 3, so this is only play. Alright, he's very unlucky in this game, and I'm very lucky on this game. So double ace, I close him out, 3 on the bar. So now I have like 8% winning backgammon chance, which is not big, but which is not 0. Then 6-2. Well, safest play would be, yeah, 14-6. Because I will not leave a shot with the double 6s, but the 14-6 is kind of agree if I roll double 6 anyway, because and I don't want to put the billiards spares on the 6.2. 6 points should be cleared. So 6-4, 6 and 4. Yeah, I went to 3 point because it's safer. I don't want to put the spare on the higher point. 5-1. Yeah, there is a dilemma that I want a backgammon, but I don't want to sacrifice my winning chance too much as well. Okay, 6-1 is no choice. 2-1. Yeah, now this double 2 is really difficult. I could go for backgammon. Yeah, this is a safe play. This is basically guarantee my win. But I could also take off and play 5-1 like this. It wins more backgammon for sure because I keep 5-point board and I have 1 man off. The computer thinks it's close. Playing safe is slightly better. I keep, you know, but the bold play would win like 3% more backgammons. I chose safer play because I thought to myself, like, I couldn't win backgammon so much anyway, so why don't I sacrifice my winning chance? 4 points probably okay here, you know what I mean? The worst thing could happen is he hits me and he saves the gammon, or he would even win the game. That's a disaster. So I just, yeah, I weigh risk and reward and chose, you know, safer play. Anyway, so it's pretty much Jin. Now it's 4-5. I'm quite happy here because remember that I double in the second roll. You know, I rolled 6-5, he danced, I double. And since then, he just kept dancing. You know, how sad he can be. You know, this is awful. He played the first move and get doubled, and he just kept dancing and close out and 4 points. But on the other hand, he was very lucky in the last game. He won 4 points. He should have lost 4 points, but he won 4 points. So okay, now 5-4. 4 away, 5 away. Another dangerous score. Since he's 4 away, if he sees the gammon chance, he can win actually more aggressive than money game. Double 2, great shot. Makes the both points. I really need the 4. Otherwise, it's going to be dangerous. 6-3 is a scary roll. I can't escape. I can't make the point. I can't anchor. I don't do anything. And I don't want to play 13-4 or something. I don't want to leave more bloods. So I just run. At least 1 and 3 is duplicated. 4-2 is poor roll. He wanted to roll 1 was 3. But 4-2, he has break the 11 and hit. Once again, I have to perform something, otherwise the cube gonna come. Double ace, I did. Great shot. Enter, hit, and makes the 5 point. Okay, he danced. Well, here I'm up 17 pips. I'm shooting another blot. I have, yeah, he's on the bar. and everything. So I doubled. But well, game is still undeveloped. He should take it. I might not roll a 4. He might roll 1 or 3 from the bar. Let's say I roll something normal like 6-2. He roll like 4-1, 4-3, 2-1, 2-3, 3-1, double ace, double 3. You know, if that things like this happens, you know, he gonna make a 5 and he can fight. Okay, so I equalize the score 5-5. It's a 4-way, 4-way, and we decide to take the break. So the break is over. Player came back, and we're gonna resume at 4-way, 4-way. This is very dangerous score actually, because either side finished the game by winning gammon. So this could well be the last game. 3-2, they all hit the 5 point, of course. Now I wanna return shot. Double ace. I can't hit, but I can make a 5, and I slot the 7 because the 6 is duplicated and he has a blot on the 5. So unless he rolls hidden cover, he always have a blot on the 5 point. And if he miss, I will have an instant 4 pline. That's a great roll for him, for me. 3-4, so he would cover and comes down. Okay, I briefly considered doubling here, but I decided not, because if I hit outside, I don't make a bar. If I make a bar, I wouldn't hit outside. So there won't be too many market losers. 6-2, then, yes, this actually, I wasn't sure about this. And the computer said it's very, very close. 3-1. Now, while he's thinking, I already decided I'm gonna double this, because this is 4-way, 4-way. There are plenty of gammon, so I can double much earlier than money game, and especially he made a bad play here. He should come into the 3 point, not 1 point, because if I, most likely I make a bar. If that happens, he doesn't want to have 3 checkers on the 24. So yeah, this is easy double. I, take some time, but I knew that I'm gonna double anyway. Now I have 1 and 6 to cover. I also have 9 to cover. So I think I have like 26 numbers to cover. Plus 3-5 is decent. Double 5 is fine. And 5-1 is great shot. Yeah, not only he has 3 checkers on the 24, his structure isn't flexible enough. He doesn't have any spears on the 8. He has huge stack on the 6. Look at this 5-4. It's so inflexible. He's in deep trouble already. I was very excited inside, because I could win gammon and finish the match. So with this 5-4, the best play is actually hit on the ace point and come down with a 4, or coming down with a 5 and slot on the deuce point. Either way, that's fine. 13-4, slotting the 4 point isn't the best play, because then he gives me the free roll. I could hit with a 3. I could run with a 6. I could extend my prime with double 2, double 4, 4-2, and stuff like that. So many good numbers for me. So yeah, my preference would be hitting on the ace point. Only now he might realize that how difficult for him to play this game out. So he's spending some time. Yeah, this is bad low. This is, important decision for him. Yeah, also I am a huge favorite in this game. Winning gammon is so far away. So I don't, I shouldn't be too excited. Just, one by one. 4-1, yes, 4 is easy. Then I have many aces to play. I could play step up, I could play 11-10, I could play like 6-5, I could hide the blot with 9-8. Well, I mean, 11-10 is the most greedy play. I am trying to make 9 point and 10 point and 4 point. But of course, it's the most dangerous risky play because it leaves, many return shots. He could hit me any 8, any 9, like 2-6 and 3-5 and 3-6. That's 6 numbers. If I play something like 6-5 or 24-23, leaves only 4 numbers. But those play 6-5 is a negative play. I don't want to play 6-5. It's not positive. I mean, it's not productive. I rather don't play any ace at all, than playing 6-5. 24-23 gives him 4-4, 6-6 joker, and 4-6 is much better. 4-2 he could double hit, and etc. etc. So I do not want to step up on 23 as well. So but again, this is important decision for me. Every decision is important on this game. It's already 4-away. I decided to do that. Double sixes. Yeah, he has to make the ace point to stop me from expanding my my prime. This is a huge blunder, what he did. He had to make the ace point. He cannot prime me anyway. By making an ace point, I could dance, or I may not, hit you back. I may not extend my prime, etc., etc. What he did gave me all those, great numbers. I could hit with 3. I could make a prime with 4 and 1 to 5 to 6. So many good numbers. That was a huge blunder. 3-6 I hit and run. A 4-6 is a great shot. I mean, his position is not so well anyway. But 4-6. Yeah, this was interesting. I could either make a 15 or I could make a 9 point. I wasn't sure. Obviously, if I make a prime, this is a 5 prime. But of course, I have a guy back, so he could have some joker like 2-3, double 2, double 3, double ace, or he could hit deuce with any deuce or 6-5. Followed by dance would be a disaster. I mean, like semi-disaster, but. So this is a safer play. However, of course, 2-6 and 3-5 is a huge joker for him, and he can come back to the game. So I decided to make a 9 because, I mean, even if he roll like 3-2, then so what? He still have 3 guys back against 5 time, right? If I make 15 and he rolls 2-6 or 3-5. Now I'm in the real trouble because he has only 2 guys back against a 4 prime, not even 5 prime. Of course, I have so many return shots, but sometimes I might dance, I might miss. So I decided to stay back and make a 5 prime. 5-1. Okay. Yeah, the 5 is easy. He gonna come down with 15-10. Then 1, he should actually split the backman. He cannot continue playing with 3 guys on 24. He has to try to make an anchor. 5-1, a great shot. Okay, look at this 4-2. If he had split to the 23, he could have made an anchor on a 24 already. Sorry, 21 already. But since he hadn't, now he got punished pretty much. So with the double ace, I'm gonna hit for sure. Then I sweep another blot because I don't wanna give him a 3-point anchor as well. So I was going for the best. I mean, even if I get back, so what? He has no ability to contain my backman. 4-2. That's actually fine roll. Double 3 is like crusher. You know, one of the best rolls. So I make the 4 and I make the 3. Now this is like amazing position for me. Even if he rolls a deuce and he managed to make sort of 1-2 backgammon, he has no timing. So I have no downside basically. You know, if he dance, I can just crush him and win gammon. If he rolls a deuce, okay, he's, you know, out-timed. You know, broken 1-2 backgammon. So I was very, very happy about this. 2-1. Okay, of course he gonna enter on the deuce. And he could play like 5-4 or 24-23. He knows that he doesn't have a timing. So he want to get out of the 1-2 backgammon. He has no timing. So it actually makes sense to play 24-23. I think it's a good play. Now he can come out with 6 and come out with a 5-3. The 5-3 is a little bit awkward. You know, I wanted to make a prime, like 2-5 or 2-6. 2-5 or 2-6 or 5-6. 5-3. I need to minimize my blood and my chance of getting hit, because the worst case scenario is he hit me outside, I dance, he pick up another blood, you know, I dance, now he's going forward, and somehow miracle happens, I lose, you know, something like this. Or, you know, or he could just hit and save one guy from the back. I could win some gammons, maybe 50% gammons with 4 checkers back, but I could win much less gammon with 3 checkers back. So I was very, very cautious, not giving him too many bloods. I'm going to play 13-8. I'm going to give him a 5-6 and double 6, but a 5-6 is duplicated anyway. This 6-5 is, you know, pretty good roll for him anyway. So I don't give him any additional number except double 6s. 5-3. Okay, so he has to come out. He has no timing. He doesn't want to crunch. But then I have 3 and 5 to, you know, hit him back. But the back of my head, I was thinking, what if I miss, you know, do I have some bad numbers? You know, I always think like this. I'm kind of pessimist. So here I could miss with like 2-4, which is fine. 6-2 is actually fine. You know, it's a miss, but I can make a full prime. So at least I can lock up the game. He really wants to save one guy, but he couldn't. He wanted roll 5 or bigger, but he get double 1. I would step up to the 23. I don't want to be there. And well, actually I play 13-12, 15-12 to minimize the shot. 5-2. I'm very happy to hit him. Now he has deuce point game without a timing. So at this point, I wanted to keep my prime as long as possible, because then he would crunch his board. That was my thinking before I even roll the dice. Yeah, now he's gonna go to the ace point, but his position is very vulnerable. Like any 5, any 4, he should crunch his board. So for me, you know, breaking an 8 point is not a choice, because then I will let him go with a 6. So I wanted to keep the board, and I want to keep the board naturally. I don't want to, you know, what is most natural structure, like most safe structure. Yeah, it looks like this. Now any 5 and any 4, yeah, like 4-3. So now he crunched a little bit from 5 point to 4 point. So my winning chances gets even higher, and gammon chances get higher too. I don't know how much actually. I'm curious. With 4 guys back on the 23, I would estimate maybe like 45% or something. Let's see. Yeah, a long time ago, Phil Simborg told me the numbers, but I forgot. Okay, W2 is very, like, so many options. Oh, I have only 35%. Okay, I don't have 45. Okay, yeah. So there, basically I have 3 options: keep 7 point, keep 8 point, and break both points, clear both points. As I said, I wanted to keep some of the point. So I don't want to play, you know, clear both points, because then he would come out with 5 and 6, and he wouldn't crunch his board anymore. So yeah, I decided to do this because this looks natural. I have spares on all the points. However, the downside is he can get out with a 5, which can be a crunch number. But I can't, you know, I have to compromise with something. All right, apparently, 6-1 is not nice, but I don't, you know, I wasn't really scared or anything, because he has a blot, his 4-point board is not strong. So even after 6-4, I was kind of excited, oh, I'm gonna, you know, hit another guy, right? So this is a good opportunity for me. Now I roll 3-1. So this one, I wasn't sure, because I knew with 6-5, of course, it's a natural play, but then W3 would break my board. You know, 5-4 here, W3 keeps my board. I mean, it's gonna crunch, but at least I can keep 4-point board and with no blot. This is gonna be a 3-point board with 1 blot. So so I was hoping inside, no W3, please. Okay, so I was 4-2. Yeah, I could stay back on the 18, but I don't want to play inside with the deuce. So I decided to go out, and I thought I don't need to pick up another blot. I think I have a good gammon chance anyway. So he was very unlucky to keep dancing. Yeah, now at this point, you know, he has 5 men back, 2 on the bar. So I just wanted to play safe. If I don't get hit, I win gammon. That was my thinking. So I just wanted to clear from the back. Like this, if I do, I just clear. I wanted him to enter. I just wanted to clear, and I don't want to give any blot. That's it. W2. This is not really a good number because I don't take off any man. But the natural play would be, you know, 5-3 4 times. There's no bad numbers. You clear the 5-point, and going to the ace point doesn't look natural to me. Okay, oh my, look at this W2. He's so unlucky. He has to crunch even more. That's so sad. This is the only number that he has to crunch. 5-4, it's forced. So basically my only concern is I don't think I'm gonna lose this game, but I don't want to get hit, and I don't want him to save the gammon. If I don't get hit, the gammon is like guaranteed, basically. 3-1. I have 8 chicken on the 3-point. Oh, so this is another worse throw, by the way. W2. I gotta play 3-1 4 times without taking off any checker. So if I leave the blood and get hit, I have how many checkers? I have only 3 men off at this point. Not too many. 4-3. Okay, 1 more points to go. Yeah. So this is almost Jin, unless he rolls like 6 3 times or something. Maybe it's a Jin already, but of course I just let him play. I don't care. This is like a winning run. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. He has how many crossovers to save the gammon? 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11 crossovers. Oh yeah, he could save the gammon by rolling 6 3 times. Oh, here we go. This is the first one. Yeah. So, but he needs to have like 3 crossovers. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So I won Japan Open for the first time. I have been running this tournament for last 13 years, so I haven't played those years, and so it's incredible for me to win it right after I came back to the player. I was very, very fortunate during the tournament. I was, about to lose many, many times, but always I came back. I jokered. I'm very, very happy. You could see my face. I think we are discussing some position. So I won Japan Open by 9 win, 1 loss, and 1 bye. There were 70 players in the tournament, and this is the very first time that I became a Japanese champion. Although I won World Championship twice, it's always nice to be in the champion in your local country, right? So yeah, I would like to end my streaming. Thanks to Hossein who transcribed my matches, and I thanks to all the staffs in Japan Open who managed to the tournament so enjoyable, and especially thanks to the Yanagi Nobusuke-san who succeeded my Japan Open from me and made it even better. So thank you for listening, and hope to see you back with another commentary of the final. Bye.